Well, George Steinbrenner, part of a group that bought the New York Yankees in 1973, the Fun City era of New York. A big part of that era joins us right now. Legendary New York City newspaperman and columnist, Pulitzer Prize winner, Jimmy Breslin. Jimmy, Brian Kenney here on SportsCenter. Thanks for being with us.
How are you?
Jimmy, I'm wondering, I'm fascinated by what your thoughts are. Give us a sense of the 70s, New York City, and the then new Yankee owner.
Well, I could tell you one thing about Steinbrenner. He came, what year was it, the impeachment? He came to Tip O'Neill, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, to say, I can't be the chairman of the dinner, your congressional dinner that O'Neill ran every year, because the government is bothering me, and they told me not to do it. So he said, O'Neill said to him, shoot if you must this old gray head, but don't you dare touch my dinner, Chairman. He called then to Peter Rodino, who was the head of the House Judiciary. He said, Peter, we're going to have an impeachment. And that was the start of the whole thing.
What?
Steinbrenner may go, well, he's not here to tell it to you. But he knows he was there. He'll tell you.
Yeah, how, Jimmy, what was he like at working the system? You know, he had his old stadium, the massive renovation. Then, of course, it comes down, and now there's a new Yankee Stadium. How good was he at working the system within New York City?
Well, I mean, I just told you, he could walk up to the Speaker of the House of Representatives. So he had to do pretty good around here. Very good maneuvering through the politics of life. Very good. You know, I liked him. I knew the fellow, and I liked him, and I had good times with him. But he never hit a home run for the Yankees. He never stole a base. You know, he was a real human being. Let's stop deifying him. He didn't. He wasn't baseball. He had the New York Yankees. Well, I'll take the New York Yankees. That ain't a bad thing to have.
Well, they weren't in great...
He made a lot of money around here.
Yeah, true. But, Jimmy, in 1973, I mean, again, you've been in New York City your whole life. I mean, the Yankees weren't exactly such a hot property. There wasn't a lot of hot property in New York City in the early 70s. Do you think they would have been what they did?
Where did that fable come into? There wasn't a lot of hot property in New York City?
Well, times were down by 1973.
Down? This town, you know, you're living in a phony history. This town never has much trouble. It's New York. I mean...
If Steinbrenner hadn't bought the Yankees then, Jimmy, what do you think would have happened? Would this explosion have happened under another owner?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Did Rupert have trouble with them? He owned the team, huh? Del Webb, Dad Topping, they didn't have much trouble. There are a lot of people on that team that did wonderfully well with it. So they have a couple of bad years, but that they come back. It's the Yankees. It's New York.
What do you think his legacy is, Jimmy?
Well, he was an owner of the Yankees that won. He was a good fella, and you know what else? He's not in a record book. His legacy has to be. I don't know what his legacy. What is his family? His family's the whole thing. He's very good with them. They seem to love each other. What more do they want?
All right, Jimmy Breslin again.
You better stop deifying this fella. He's a terrific guy, but come on.
Okay.
He didn't play baseball.
But you liked him, you're saying, Jimmy?
Yes, but he didn't play first base.
Gotcha.
Come on.
Understood, Jimmy.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Jimmy Breslin. always quite blunt. Jimmy Breslin joining us here on SportsCenter.
I'm handling the trades.
That isn't the way we say it,
I have the
George.
right to call you in the dugout anytime
That's not the way it's going to be, George.
Well, you're damn right it is, and if you don't like it, you're fired.
You haven't hired me yet.
I'm almost afraid to say something really nice about George Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner in his own words after the break.